Hi guys, and today I'm going to show you how to make a up and over rig. This is how I make it. This is my my way. It's pretty much the same with everyone else. So here we go. So I get my £100 rig body. So with a up and over rig, your rig body doesn't have to be as long. So the reason for that is because you've got your rig body, so it goes to your clip, to your weight, but then from your weight, your trace line goes up over a little clip and then back down. So I'll go and show you. So that's my £100 rig body. There's a bait clip. I don't know if you can see it very well. That's a bait clip. So I turn it upside down to make the up and over bit. So you go for your eye and you do your knot. Like I said, I use my blood knot. Bit of lubrication. Get my puller tool, which helps me. So pulls it tight. Take the tag end off. I just use nail clippers, some cheap nail clippers. Don't need anything fancy. So there's your clip. Now I put a bead on, and what I do with this, because I find they get tangled more than your pulley dropper, I put a swivel on. So you go from your bait clip to your bead to a swivel to another bead to another bead to a swivel. So you tie your swivel on using your normal blood knot. That's only going to be, what's that? It's going to be about a foot long, foot and a half long ish. So you do your blood knot. And then you take your tag end off. So these tags ends off. And now what you can do with the swivel that's now on there, connect your imp. I use imps, but you can use Gemini splashdowns, which I use sometimes. Mrs. uses the Gemini splashdowns because you don't have to worry so much with the splashdowns. So yeah, I'll go back to the splashdowns in a minute. So then your imp's on your swivel. But yeah, with the splashdowns, they clip on. I don't know if I've got any here. No, you put your hook in the splashdown and you push a little like a flat spacer at the bottom. You pull that down and it holds your bait in your rig in place, or your hooks in place, right? So when you're casting, especially with like a pulley dropper, a pulley rig, if you accidentally hit the floor, it won't pop off. But with these imps, you hit the floor, they automatically pop off. But you try not to hit the floor. So yeah, that is my rig body and everything made up. So now I get my £40 Amnesia. Use whatever traces you want, lines you want. Everyone's got their own preferences. I just bought Amnesia because I like Amnesia because it's quite supple, and if you pull it tight, it's got a memory here from being on the line, on the spool. Give it a bit of a, and it goes supple. So do your blood knot, do your wraps, and then back through the eye. But I'll show you in my other video. You'll see how to do a blood knot, and then pull that tight and give it a clip. Now what I do is I add my weight to my imp, because this is what makes your rig hook length the right length. Well, for me, this is how I do it. So you get your weight on to your imp, and then your weight on to your imp, and then you hold it, and then you get your rig body, go up and over your top bait clip, and then I cut my line, snip my line just above the imp / swivel, and that's your rig body. Some people pre-make their rig bodies, they make the rig bodies and they make a load of like traces or snooze or whatever you want to call them. So you can just clip the snooze, change the snooze over instead. So if you get, like, I know, especially during summer, you spider crab, you can just change the hook length over instead of remaking the whole hook length, which is probably a quicker way. But I just would make a load of rigs up, change them over, wash them after every session with fresh water, and the hooks don't rust as quick. So yeah. So now I put my hooks on. I'm using, again, Kuma 2.0s, and then you go through where the hook point is, you go through the eye that way. So when you do your wraps and then it goes for the bait, it sits like that. And then for your bottom hook, I got the Sakuma Manta Extras 2.0s. See, when you make these rigs, you can do them with whatever preference hook length you want. You can go up to whatever, and the size of hooks is up to you. This is just showing you how to make a basic one. So then the same again, hook point, I go through the eye that way, and then do your blood knot. And put your tag end through. And then you pull it tight. And you take your clippers, take off the tag end. So that is how you make an up and over. So that gets clipped to your shock leader. And then you go with your hook length. So that's on the ground, and then that is your hook length. So that's going to be what, 2 foot ish, and then it's got a foot of taking the line, and then it'll go bunk. So it's almost like a bolt rig in a roundabout way. So now I test it. Get your bait clip, hold it up so your weight's at the bottom, up over your clip, and then you get your J hook. and then that is it. That is what's going out. Once you're baited up, nice and streamlined. You've got about 5 centimeters of play on your bottom of your pulley, so you're not putting all the weight on just the hook length. So yeah, that's how you make an up and over, and see you soon.